Hi, I'm Mary. My parents are large business owners. We often moved because of that. I changed schools more often than socks. Unfortunately, that meant I didn't have any close friends. Eventually, it made me quiet and withdrawn. Besides, Mom and Dad always said there were a lot of people who envied them and could hurt me. They hired a bodyguard for me each time we moved. I had 4 of them already, except it wasn't cool at all because my bodyguards acted like babysitters. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It all began the morning my parents said they needed to tell me something. Let me guess, are we moving again? That's right, sweetheart. But this time we're moving to another country. Canada, we're coming. No, tell me you're joking. I can't even make friends in my home country. Mary, look at it this way. This is your chance to start over. Okay, I guess. I won't fight you on this. On one condition, don't hire a bodyguard for me after we move. Okay, no more bodyguards for our girl. She's all grown up. Anyway, soon we moved from sunny California to snowy Quebec. Look at how stunning it was. It felt like I was in a fairy tale. As I walked to my new school, I heard footsteps behind me. I turned around and saw a gloomy guy. He had been following me since the moment I left home. I ignored him and started to dream. This time, I would definitely come out of my shell and make a ton of friends. However, I made a terrible first impression. I was so nervous I kept stuttering. Hi everyone, I'm Mary. My new classmates stared at me with curiosity. I reached my limit and ran out of the classroom as they laughed. I hid in a closet to calm down. While I was in there, I heard 2 of my new classmates talking. They were discussing an upcoming concert. Everyone who's anyone was apparently going to be there. I heard Monica Crystal herself is preparing a new dance for it. She has the best dance routines. They left and I got out of my hiding place. A girl called Eve suddenly came up to me and smiled sweetly. I'm sorry. Being the new girl must be hard. It really is. I'm going skating with my friends after classes. Wanna come with? She was so friendly, I relaxed and agreed. After school, I had a snack and went to the ice rink. At some point, I ran into that gloomy guy again. Was our town really that small or was he stalking? The stranger smirked and walked past me, and I met up with Eve and her friends. I was about to start skating when that guy appeared again. He chased my classmates away and dragged me away from the rink. What are you doing? Protecting you from those bullies. They were going to prank you. What? Who the hell are you? Just be quiet and let me do my job. Your parents hired me to keep an eye on you. When my classmates heard that, they burst out laughing. Mary, if you still need babysitters, maybe you should go back to the kindergarten. I wanted to sink into the floor. Not only did my parents break their promise and hire a bodyguard again, but that bodyguard also made me look like a helpless child. I gave my parents a piece of my mind as soon as I got home. Thanks a lot. You took away my only chance at making friends. Mary, honey, we're just trying to keep you safe. I didn't say anything to that and left, slamming the door shut behind me. I wanted to go for a walk and cool down a little. Mateo trailed after me. He was like a dog with a bone. Get lost! I want to be alone! Not on my watch! I ran down the street and away from Mateo. A limo suddenly stopped in front of me. A girl inside it offered me help. All I wanted at that moment was to get away from that bodyguard, so I got into the limo without hesitation. The beautifully dressed stranger was covering her face with her hands, but stared at me through her fingers. Gosh, you're absolutely perfect! She told the driver to keep moving. My stomach was in knots. Why was I perfect? What did she mean by that? The girl showed me her face, and I was left speechless. We were like 2 drops of water, except I wasn't as stunning as her, and the stranger had some red spots on her face. Who are you? What's going on? Don't you recognize me? I'm Monica Crystal, the most famous dancer in the city. Everyone here saw my videos on YouTube. I've only just moved to Quebec, so I don't know any local celebrities, but my classmates are huge fans of yours. Of course they are. I'm perfect. I asked Miss Perfect what she wanted from me. Monica said she was supposed to perform at the upcoming concert but had a terrible allergic reaction to something. No makeup can cover this mess. My fans can't see me like this. And my ex is coming to the concert too. I need to stick it to Tyler and his new girlfriend. What does that have to do with me though? Are you always so dense? Can't you see how similar we look? Monica smiled slyly and asked me to perform at the concert in her place. In return, she promised to pay me well. I'll teach you everything you need to know. Come on, say yes. This might be your only chance to feel like a celebrity. Oh no, sorry, I have stage fright, and I don't really need the money. I don't like being told no. Here's my number. Call me if you change your mind. Monica asked the driver to stop. I got out of the limo and headed back home. At that moment, I thought it was the strangest day of my life. I had no idea what I was in for. The next day, Mateo drove me to school and stayed in the car to wait for me. I'll drive you home right after school. Don't try and slip away. I rolled my eyes and walked into school. I wanted to hang out with my classmates but heard them gossiping about me. The new wallflower didn't suspect anything. It would have been an awesome prank if that bodyguard hadn't gotten involved. Can you believe it? My classmates hoped I would fall on the ice rink and wanted to film it and humiliate me. I wanted to cry like a baby and hide in the closet again, but instead I found Monica's number and called her. That was the last straw for me. I wouldn't let anyone laugh at me anymore. I changed my mind. Teach me to be irresistible and I will perform at the concert. I knew you'd call, baby. She gave me her address. I snuck out of school and headed there. Luckily, Mateo was snoring in the car and didn't see me slip past him. Monica met me and showed me her costume for the concert. Will I really have to dance in this? Don't you have something more modest? Monica Crystal doesn't get shy. Let's go to the dance hall and rehearse the dance. At first, I was terrible at it. I moved with the grace of a potato. Whenever I fell on my back, I couldn't get up and only waved my arms around helplessly like a turtle. However, thanks to Monica's advice, I soon got better at dancing. Even though she could be annoyingly pretentious sometimes, she knew what she was doing. Monica deserved her title of the dancing queen. Surprisingly, it only took one practice for me to feel much more confident. We agreed to meet the next day and I went home. It turned out my parents had already been informed I skipped school. They weren't mad at me though, only at Mateo. Dad kept shouting that it shouldn't have been so easy for me to sneak away. What if Mary got into trouble? You're a worthless bodyguard. Dad fired Mateo. The guy glared at me and slammed the door on his way out. Mom, Dad, please, no more bodyguards. I'm not a little girl anymore. I promised to be super careful and my parents agreed not to hire another useless bodyguard for me. After several more training sessions, I was ready for the concert. Monica helped me with makeup and clothes and I learned to imitate her. Monica Crystal doesn't get shy. Yes, just like that. Even our parents wouldn't be able to tell us apart now. My friend changed into my plain clothes so that no one would recognize her and headed to the concert with me. I nailed it! The audience gave me a standing ovation. Monica was on cloud 9 backstage. After the performance, I had an autograph session. A gorgeous guy came up to me. It was Tyler, Monica's ex. She had showed me his pictures. Monica, you were amazing out there. Thanks, baby. Where's your new girlfriend? We didn't have to wait long. Joy stormed up to Tyler and tried to drag him away. Quit flirting with her! After that, I took selfies with the fans. To my surprise, Eve was among them. I was so stunned, I called my classmate by her name. Monica, I'm your biggest fan! Eve, you're here too? How do you know my name? Wait a minute, Mary? Is that you? No, it's not me. I mean, not her. I need to go. I ran backstage and Monica pulled me into a bear hug. Thank you, baby. Tyler looked like he'd swallowed a lemon. Thank you for teaching me how to be confident. Seems we're even. My allergic reaction will pass soon, so I'll be fine without your help. I said goodbye and went home. The next day, I came to school as usual. To my surprise, my classmates crowded around me. They were staring at me with admiration. Hey, what's going on? Don't be so modest. We know you lead a double life, like Hannah Montana. During the day, you're Mary, a shy student. And in the evenings, you transform into Monica Crystal. Wait, did they think I was Monica? Oh, I should have told them they were wrong. But I liked being the center of attention so much, I decided to play along. From that day on, I came to school dressed like Monica. I finally had friends I'd always dreamed of. People on the street started to recognize me too. I loved giving autographs and taking selfies with Monica's fans. One day, Tyler gave me a huge bouquet of flowers. Monica, I was a fool. I shouldn't have broken up with you. Please give me another chance. Let's go on a date. What about Joy? After the concert, I couldn't stop thinking about you and dumped her. I'll think about it, baby. I'd never been so popular, and I've got to say, it was lovely. Unfortunately, Monica soon found out about it. You imposter! Are you trying to steal my life? Come on, don't be so greedy. You better stop before I get mad. She could scream all she wanted. I knew that until Monica's allergic reaction had passed, she wouldn't risk showing her face in public. So I kept living my life to the fullest. I shouldn't have underestimated Monica. To get even, she changed into my clothes, came to my school, climbed onto a desk and started to dance like a moron to humiliate me. I'm Mary and I look dumb. Come on, laugh at me. Don't be shy. It made my blood boil. I watched her from a hiding hiding place and couldn't tell my classmates it was an imposter unless I wanted them to find out about my lies too. I wasn't about to take that lying down. I agreed to a date with Monica's ex. We had such a great time that I got out of character and stopped trying to act like Monica. You know, you've changed. You're so sweet now. I like it. You could say I used to be a completely different person. Monica freaked out when she found out I was dating her ex. That evening, she snuck into our garage and tried to steal my dad's car wearing my clothes, but I caught and stopped her. What are you doing? I want your parents to ground you so you'd sit at home. We lost it and fought like wildcats. Soon, we both ran out of steam. Monica, I'm sorry. I went too far. Everyone adores you and I liked being you. Well, you've actually made me more popular than ever, so I'm kinda grateful to you. We called a truce and Monica said something that shocked me. You can act like me for another week until my allergy goes away. I'll cover for you and stay here. I could use a break anyway. My parents will wonder about your spots. It doesn't matter. I'll just blame a bad trip to Solarium. Friends? Friends. We swapped places. That's when I found out firsthand there were downsides to being famous. At yet another fan meeting, I ran into Monica's obsessive fans and haters. Then I realized that Monica's mom didn't give a damn about her. The woman only cared about the money her daughter earned. How long are you going to sit at home? Quit lazing around and go practice. I need money for a new car. On my next date with Tyler, Joy suddenly ran up to us, shouting like a wacko. I put a face cream you're allergic to in your makeup bag. Why didn't it work? I hate you. Tyler chased that psycho away. My blood ran cold. Poor Monica. Her life seemed perfect, but there were actually a lot of people who envied her and stressed her out in it. The price of fame was high. I was just about to call my friend when she called me. Her voice was trembling with fear. Mary, do you have any enemies? I'm walking down a dark street and some guy is following me. Does anyone hold a grudge against you? What? I thought about it, and then it dawned on me. It was Mateo. He had been fired because of me. I told Monica to hide in a store and asked Tyler to drive me there. I need to help my friend. It's urgent. I'll explain everything later. When I got there, it was a disaster. A woman was trying to shove Monica into a car. Lady, you've confused me with another girl! Before I could blink, Mateo appeared out of nowhere. He chased that stranger away and called the police. Soon the cops detained that nut job and asked us all to go to the police station with them to give our statements. I sat between Mateo and Tyler and tried not to look at them in the eye. What's going on? You're not Monica, are you? I had to admit we had swapped places. Luckily, Tyler didn't get mad at me, and Mateo told me he wanted to prove to my parents he was a great bodyguard, so he kept an eye on me in secret. Or rather, he kept an eye on Monica. I followed her down a dark street. When I saw that woman trying to kidnap her, I stopped her. Thank you. I'm sorry I was so rude to you. You're a great guy. I wonder what that woman wanted. We're about to find out. I've already called your parents. Mom and Dad burst into the station and hugged me. Oh, honey, I'm so glad you're okay. They sighed heavily and told me that the stranger was my real mom. What the fudge? She's a terrible person and left us right after you were born. I remarried. Your birth mother went to prison and decided to take you away after she was released. That's why we hired all those bodyguards. We didn't tell you the truth because we didn't want to hurt you. My whole life, I thought you were my real mom, but you're my stepmother. I couldn't believe it and ran out into the street in tears. Monica followed me. I can't imagine how devastated you must be, but your stepmother adores you. I could feel it when I was living in your house. My mother might be my birth mom, but she doesn't give a damn about me. Yeah, your life only seems perfect, but I know how hard it is. You will never fully understand someone until you've walked a mile in their shoes. Now I appreciate my life more. My parents came up to me. Mary, do you want to talk to your birth mother? No, guys. You are my family. Let's go home. I hugged my parents. Then the boys also left the station. Mary, wait! Even though you're not Monica, I really like you. Can we go on a date without any masks this time? Monica, are you okay with this? She smiled slyly and winked at Mateo. As long as my savior asks me out too. Only time will tell if we're meant to be together. I know one thing for sure though. Monica and I will always be friends, and we'll keep making each other better.